Hi, welcome to Viking Nation Anime Chat. We're going to be talking about Black Bullet today. Alright, let's get the episode rolling here. Alright, so, Black Bullet. We're essentially dealing with an end of the world apocalyptic kind of scenario. Mankind's being invaded by what's known as the Gasteria, which are just pretty much these, think of hyper evolved, nasty forms of life. They're pretty much immune to bullets. Any kind of regular damage doesn't seem to do shit to them. But mankind ends up being able to survive and man these small kind of, let's say, outpost kind of things in different areas in different cities, thanks to using a, pretty much we'll just call it, what's a vibranium, some special material that these monsters hate, and it's also something that can damage them and hurt them. We're going to follow the characters of Rentaro, who you're seeing right now when he was a kid, who just pretty much got scared of this and got told to survive. Well, he does, of course, otherwise it'd be a slow story. He teams up with a cursed children whose name is Enju. She's part Gasteria, in which this gives her is great healing abilities, increased strength, that kind of thing. Rentaro is a civil officer, which means that he's going to deal with invasions of the Gasteria and pretty much anything else that's going to go really shitty in this city. That's about the gist of the series. Looking at a show that's got some decent animation. Right now we're going to get the fight scene with him, with the guy with the mask. I thought it was pretty fluid. Granted, we're going to have a...
That is one really good fight scene. I enjoyed it a
Yep.
lot.
I'll admit, calling out attacks, little DBZ-esque, but whatever.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's a martial art thing where somebody doesn't even recognize what he's actually doing. It's not, I'm going to shoot energy beam at you now.
No, he's going to be calling out, like, fist attack, Insen Fuken, or something like that. Now, pretty cool. We also are going to have, the fighting techniques of these cursed children, which are somehow usually linked to some kind of animal. Like, we have Enju here, who's rabbit. I'm assuming they haven't flat out said it, but she's a rabbit. She jumps, she kicks, blah, blah, blah. The Gasteria here that we're seeing, pretty nasty little creatures. They go through different stages, and as they go through phases, they get stronger and stronger. How you feeling about the monsters look in general?
Alright, the Gastria, the first one that they show in episode 1 was cool. The whole spider thing being different with different abilities, like kind of like you expect, like, oh, it's gonna be a jumping spider. Well, okay, that's a pretty normal type 1 Gastria, and you learn that, oh, that's just a baby. Well, what happened? How you want to know more? Like, the first episode made me want to watch more.
Yeah.
I enjoy the series so far, but at the same time, I'm very skeptical about
Yep, because once again,
the whole thing.
we're dealing with lolies again. That's the theme of the season, it seems. Okay,
Yeah,
we're getting a little comedy
to be
scene
fair,
here, but
the cursed children are really a unique thing because their mothers were pregnant beforehand,
which
and they
got
were
infected.
attacked by a Gastria, and when a human gets attacked by a Gastria, they can become a Gastria as well.
Yeah, it's like an infectious disease.
And this child gets born somehow in the middle of that and becomes a cursed child, I really kind of want to see one of that happen. Like, do they just give birth, or does the baby just kind of fall out as they transform?
I don't think we're actually going to get to see that. I'm sure they're not going to go with a birthing episode.
I
But
just
what we're
wanna
seeing right now, though,
know.
we get in a scene where it's showing that the cursed children, there's class discrimination. People are scared of these things because they're pretty much part monster, and they can turn into a monster if left alone. It's like a deterioration where eventually they become a monster. So we're getting
Well, yeah, they're
discrimination. We're getting
half-bloods.
some dark overtones in this show. Death, of course. You saw the one scene, guys splattered up against the walls. Just the fact that we got child soldiers also adds a little bit of a dark tone to it. But, it's seeming good. The only thing that's holding me back right now from saying 100% I'd go for it is we had some freaking over-the-top Deus Ex Machina moments in a couple episodes in. What we counted at
Now,
5?
do you want to explain what a Deus Ex Machina
Sure.
moment is for some of the people
No problem.
out there?
Essentially, that means that we're going into a horrible situation. We're locked into the building. Something's going really wrong. I just happen to have the key that's going to open up that door. pretty much it means it's a god machine. That's flat out what Deus Ex Machina means, and it means that
Everything just
it
happened
just happened to go
at the
perfectly well.
perfect moment.
Yep, things
And
look shitty, and you just happen to have the right thing right there at that time.
and there was 5 of them in one episode.
5.
Now there wasn't any before that. There was
5.
just one episode. It just decided, you know what?
Yep.
Let's have everything work out.
Yep. Let's go. Oh wait, he happens to be this. That makes him really kick ass. Oh wait, let's have it work out just perfectly. Oh wait, let's have this
be
perfect
fair,
weapon. Oh, let's have this perfect thing. Everything go out. I can
They
understand
did
it.
chalk up the win to luck.
Yep. Yep.
It has been stated that
Yep.
it was pure luck.
Even the
Which
character
it
himself
was.
says, "I got lucky. That's the only reason I won." Like, that's the only thing holding me
But
back from
at
being
least
perfect
it
here.
was a good fighting sequence. It furthered the plot with showing multiple stages of Gastria and what they're capable of on a worldwide scale.
Yep.
It gave you more story about the world and how it actually came to be the way it is now, with one city being surrounded by giant
Yep.
walls
And
or monoliths.
They've at least explained that it's not just one lone city, so we're not dealing with just one edge of humanity. We're going to get some involvement with other
There's
groups.
4 in Japan, I
Yep.
believe.
And they're saying there's other in other countries. So we're getting some political backstabbing aspect. You know, assassination attempt is a big thing right now for the one. I mean, it's looking decent. I'm going to say check the show out. I'll, give it a thumbs up.
I'm excited to see where it goes. I like the political aspect. I enjoy the combat. I like the art style. The comedy isn't as appealing to me in this series.
Yeah, it's just
although
kind of there.
It's still there. The wannabe harem-esque with the main character and a cursed child plus the president plus some other person in charge of
Some
the
girl who
recording
just
company.
happened. Oh no, just the fact that the other girl happens to be involved with the company that makes the weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, well, okay.
Yep.
Oh,
You get
I
you
mean,
get free weapons, cause I think you're cute.
I mean, I would take that deal. Would
So
you
would
not
I.
take that deal?
And that he's loved by some high-end great scientist who's another girl. Granted, she's a
That
woman.
stuff's really expensive, man.
I
I'm
know.
pretty sure varium bullets are far and few between.
Unobtainium,
But
son.
other than that, I give this series a pass with hopes that it continues down the road of awesomeness.
Agreed. We'll have to see where it ends up. So, catch you next time.
Bye.